Republicans are finally realizing Americans are pissed off about inflation, and if Republicans don't fix it, next year they will hand Democrats Congress and stonewall the rest of Trump's term on everything outside executive orders. Last week's elections in New York, Virginia, and New Jersey were a shock to Republicans who had been gleefully writing obituaries for the Democrat Party. Now, all of those are blue, but Democrats did a lot better than expected, and the reason was inflation. The Red Apple's new communist mayor summed it up in his victory speech, coming back over and over to the issue that delivered him victory: a city we can afford. In fact, inflation was consistently a top issue in the 2024 election, neck and neck with our gaping wound of a southern border. While Republicans, Trump, have done amazing on the border, even Republican voters are turning on inflation. It's now the weakest issue for Republicans and Trump nationwide. Now, a lot of New York's costs are the precise policy Zoran wants, so rent control, restrictive zoning, union and environmental mandates, occupational licenses, and extortionate taxes that kill jobs. But the wider problem is affordability nationwide. Trump slowed inflation, so Biden's final 12 months were 3% on CPI, while Trump is doing 2.5% since he took office, but slightly better than Biden ain't cutting it 12 months in. Especially considering that during the election, Trump promised to, quote, end inflation immediately. He promised to reduce energy and electricity by half in 12 months, including $2 gas, and to cut the price of a new home also in half. So even allowing for Trump's style, in fact, gas prices are down barely a nickel, they're 3 and change. Houses are down 0.5%. So why so little progress? Congress. They were handed the inflation fix on a silver platter by Doge, including massive spending cuts. Elon wanted $2 trillion per year, which would have cut prices by 10% across the board, paired with extinction-level culling of the regulatory state that could have knocked another 15% off prices, starting with healthcare, housing, energy, and groceries, and a radical expansion of drilling that could have dropped energy prices down into the twos. Now, Republicans in Congress instead dropped every ball. Doge cuts went from trillions to billions to spending hikes. They've done almost nothing on regulations, leaving voters to the wolves of Obamacare, the USDA food cartel, and green energy unicorn farts. Having missed their window, now they're up against a Federal Reserve that has turned inflationary, slashing rates, and gutting the balance sheet sell-off, quantitative tightening, that had ended Bidenflation in the first place. So what's next? Brought to you by I Trust Capital. Congress's dereliction is putting the entire inflation fight on Trump, and he's only got so many tools. Deportations are helping rents and cars, but that is canceled by higher wages for Americans, which is a good thing, but not for inflation. Energy is finally starting to drill, but it is all being gobbled up by AI data centers. And Trump's investment boom, much of it strong-armed in trade deals, will be amazing for jobs, but will also pump inflation as trillions flood in. Americans are angry about prices. If Republicans don't man up on spending and regulation by midterms, 51% will vote for the guy who's giving it to them for free. Listen to all week's videos in a 20-minute podcast. Search Peter Sarange wherever you enjoy your podcasts. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.